I don't want to scare anyone, but I'm going to give it to you straight about Jason.
Now, this Jason Voorhees supposedly drowned at Camp Crystal Lake back in 1957 when he was 11 years old.
His body was never recovered from the lake after he drowned.
The counselors weren't paying any attention. They were making love while that young boy drowned.
His mother blamed the counselors for her son's death, and she tried to kill them all. But she got her head chopped off by one of them.
Legend has it that Jason saw his mother beheaded that night.
And Jason came back to get even, vowing to kill every teenager in the area.
Jason's out there.
And every now and then, the murders just start up.
Let us pray.
Our Father, who broadcasts in New York, hallowed be thy name. The King of all media, Baba Booey be done on earth and across the airwaves. Give us a hey now and Robin's News. And forgive us for our bad phone connection and boring calls, as we just want to be part of the show. And lead us into the future and deliver us from the FCC. For Howard is the king, with the power and the buoy, now and forever. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Talk, shitheads.
Hey now!
Hey now, everybody!
How is it going? We're up to episode 10.
Episode 10. Can you believe it? I'm still repeating you.
You are. Still haven't learned.
I have not.
We'll see what happens at like episode 50 if you've learned anything.
I'll be like, it's episode 50.
And I'll repeat you. Maybe I'll be repeating you by maybe I'll be repeating you by then.
Maybe you will.
Who knows? Well, we're at 10, and it is, if you haven't figured it out by the beginning of the show, Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, motherfucker.
So I anticipate, like, nothing going right today.
Nothing.
With the board. Like, I'm just waiting for, the unlucky shit to happen. Like, oh, the sound effects don't work, or we go to hit something in the cart and it doesn't play right away. Like, I'm waiting for, something to go wrong.
And just be like,
Oh, shit!
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't so far I've had a pretty good day. So I can't really say anything bad about Friday the 13th. But
yeah, I've been all right.
It's not, I haven't had any kind of bad, no car accident, nothing bad has happened to me today.
I've been good.
Knock on wood so far. But we played the beginning. I'm a big horror fan, and that was Jason Voorhees. I don't know. Are you big into Friday the 13th or anything like that?
I never got into Friday the 13th.
Jason, no? Don't have a favorite kill or anything like that of Jason's favorite Friday movie or any memory, nothing like that?
Nope.
I actually have two favorite Jason kills, and the only reason I have two is because my favorite one was just overtaken by the Freddy versus Jason movie. Originally, my favorite Jason kill was from Jason X, even though I hate the fucking movie. I think it was a waste of time. But at one point in the movie, while they're in space, they have like a recreation of Camp Crystal Lake. It's like a hologram thing. And there's two girls sleeping in a sleeping bag. Or one girl sleeping in a sleeping bag, and Jason picks up the sleeping bag like it's a sack and just starts beating it up against a tree.
Oh, were they masturbating?
No, I think they were having sex.
Ooh, that's even better.
But that was my favorite until Freddy vs. Jason came out. When Freddy vs. Jason came out, he killed a kid in bed by folding the bed in half.
Okay, I think I've seen parts of them and shit.
Right. See, I love all that shit. I can't wait till we get to October. Although I'm in no rush. I want the summer to come and the summer to take its time leaving, but I can't wait till we get till October when.
October is going to be fun. I do love Halloween time.
Yes, so we'll really be talking about a lot of horror and this and that. But yeah, I am a
Yes.
Jason fan, big Freddy fan. Got Jason tattoos. Met the guys who played Jason, autograph. Been to the conventions, done all that, and I'm
Kane
pretty
Hodder?
sure. Yes, met him. I actually met him a couple times. Very cool guy.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Actually,
He's pretty cool for killing people on film.
they're all stunt. All the Jason guys are stunt guys. They're not like actors. They're just stunt guys.
Why wouldn't you be?
You know that because they don't have any lines, so it's not like you have to learn something. And you just really gotta
all they got to do is be able to like fall and
walk
shit
around
like that
while you're on fire and shit.
looming around and
But
shit.
I'm sure it's somewhere on the television tonight. Some station is going to have some Friday the 13th marathon going, or they're going to be playing it probably AMC or something. You can find it on TV tonight.
Probably.
If I wasn't doing this, I'd be watching that, or I'd pop the DVDs in and
Yeah, we're making our
enjoy.
own horror movie tonight, though.
absolutely. We did want to mention to everybody in the beginning of the show that, and we're probably going to mention to at the end, to make sure that you like and subscribe to us, because if you subscribe to the show, every time there's a new one, it will automatically let you know.
Alert you. right?
Alert you.
So if you're listening on iTunes or Google Play or Podbean, just hit the subscribe button, and then you'll get a notification every time we put up a new podcast, which is every week.
Right, and tell your friends, because the more people we have listen, the more people we have subscribe, the bigger the show gets, the better it's going to get. And this
Right.
this is not something. Let me just say, so it's been said. This is not something that we're just doing, on the fly or something in our spare time. Like we put some time and effort into this. This is not. We're not just sitting here turning microphones on and having a conversation. Like there's a lot of work that goes into these shows, a lot of thought process.
Right.
It's
not just me repeating you either.
Right. No, there's
We are
a lot going on, as you're going to find
together.
in later today when we get to the Steven Seagal special.
Right.
And in a little bit, we are going to explain our obsession with Steven Seagal.
With the man, the myth, the fake hair.
The overweight. But I did want to say that, this is not some just like, hey, I'm not doing nothing. Bob, you doing anything? Let me come over. We'll turn the mics on and just talk into a microphone and put these little shows up.
Right. No, we're actually like producing it and making bits and, shit like that. And then it's just wrapping up by us talking and kind of going through what the fuck's happened during the week.
Right. The reason it took so long, because if you have been following the show or, listening, we keep saying this, Steven Seagal, the casting call. We keep mentioning that specific.
Talking about Steven.
You've been waiting for the casting call. It just, what it is, it was such a process of writing the script, getting the sounds together, producing it, putting it all together, getting the voices down, getting everything I don't want to put, for me personally, and I'm sure Bob's with me.
I'm the same way. You don't want to put out something that's subpar.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then the Steven Seagal casting call got turned into this whole 66th birthday special.
Right, because we were supposed to do just a little show Tuesday on his birthday as like a little, one of the little bonus shows that we've been doing.
Do you think anybody but Steven Seagal would put out a podcast titled the Steven Seagal birthday special?
No, does he do a podcast? And I don't think he does.
No, I wish he did, though. Could you imagine it?
Do you think he'd be that pompous to
Yes.
put it? Because I know I would.
Yes.
Like next year on my birthday, we're doing a birthday show.
Well, and next year on my birthday, we're doing a birthday show. There's going to be 2 birthday shows.
Oh, that's right, in January. Yes. So maybe we should do
I'm
one.
the 4th.
All right, I'm the 24th.
Oh my God, they're 20 days apart.
So 10 days after yours, we should do the big birthday show right in the middle.
Right. Could we do one where we get strippers and stuff?
Well, that's what I was kind of hoping for.
Yeah. We broadcast live with strippers.
So, yes, tell your friends to subscribe, because the bigger the show gets, the better it gets. And Bob and I want strippers for our birthday next year.
Yes.
And a month after our birthdays, it'll be the year anniversary of when we started the show.
Oh my God,
Because
right.
I think it was like the 18th of February or something.
It was, and I'm gonna have to buy pizza.
Right.
Fuck.
Pizza and strippers.
Pizza and stripper party, baby. We could go down to Peepers on Genesee Street and just go on one of the days when they have like a free buffet.
Oh my God, is that place still open?
Oh yeah, I used to love that place when I was young.
Yeah, so did I. But I'm afraid I'm going to walk in there and some of the girls that were in there 20 years ago are still in there.
Was there? Did Nancy work there?
Yes.
She worked there when I was going.
Is she
there.
still there?
I don't know if she's still there. We used to call her Handy Nancy.
Yes.
Because she was the hand job
Yes.
queen. And
she can't still be there. She had to have made enough money to get out.
She had to get carpal tunnel by now. There was this girl there, though, that worked there. Her name is Desire, or was Desire.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, keep going.
Blonde. She had a sister. Her name was Nikki. Oh, she was so fucking gorgeous. My friend JP would know about that.
Did he?
We used to go there all the time. Listen, now I'm squeaking.
I did. I used to go. I started going when I was 18.
Me
Actually,
too.
I started going when I was 18. I started going to teasers, which you got to be 21 to get into.
Oh, okay.
But because
you
I was
knew
hanging
somebody.
No, I was hanging out with my dad's friends after the softball
they
games.
all think.
So
they all thought you were 21.
Yeah, when I went in there, they was like, "Yeah, whatever."
Yeah, I'd rather go to the one that's all nude.
Yeah, that's Peepers.
Now,
well, in New York State, you can't sell alcohol. Yeah,
yes, I know,
nude.
I know. It's fucked up.
But
that fan is still pissing me off. The fan to this fucking computer fucking moves like a jet fucking engine, and it doesn't make any sense. I think it came with a power supply that was...
That really does bother you, don't it?
Oh my God!
I can barely hear it.
It pisses me off to no end. You can barely hear it.
I think because you're listening for it. See, I can hear it like when we stop talking.
I hate it. I hear it when we are talking.
Yeah, I try and I tune it out, but
oh my God, I can't tune it out. And now I'm making everybody that's listening to this listen to that.
We're gonna. Well, it's the arrangement we get. Well, we'll have to talk to.
We got
to
talk to your buddy Tom
and see what we can do about this fan.
If something can be done, because I think it's the power supply. It's just got a lower power supply than it needs, so it runs really hard. I think it needs more power, like Tim Allen.
I see.
Yeah, and I want to put another hard drive in it too.
See, I'm not that computer, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I know what a hard drive is,
it's
but
underpowered.
I don't know how to install one.
I don't either. But I mean, if my hands were pliable right now, I would be able to figure out how to plug in all the shit that I need to plug in.
Well, we'll get that straightened out.
Yeah, we will. We have to talk about the Steven Seagal obsession, don't we?
Yes, like why Steven Seagal of all people
of everybody that we could have picked.
Yeah, why Steven Seagal?
Steven. Well, I'll tell you. I thought it was funny because he was being accused of all these sexual allegations, and he's like 500 pounds now. So I picture Meatball Steven Seagal waddling down the street
Meatball
after somebody.
Well, yeah, it was. I think it was during when we were coming up with the Inappropriate Touch Olympics.
Yes, it was.
And I was going through looking to see who else has been accused.
Yes.
And there was a list online. I don't even know the site, but we were going through the list, and I came across Steven Seagal, and I don't know, it just caught me as funny, so I started reading, and like the Jenny McCarthy one was, the way I read it online was that he chased her. And I found that
out of his boudoir,
down to her car.
Oh, okay.
But then later on, I heard she says that he followed her down. But either way, I thought that was funny because I was like, Steven Seagal hasn't been relevant in about 25 years.
Right.
The last time I saw him, he was about 400 pounds. He could barely lift his legs in the movie that he was in. So he was doing the hand, and I was like, Stern was breaking his balls about being overweight. You can go on YouTube and find many celebrity.
You could just go on Google and look at the guy and be like, what the fuck happened to Steven Seagal?
Look at one of his first movies, Out for Justice. or
Out for lunch.
Marked for Death or something like that. And then just go up like 3-4 movies and you watch him progressively just put on the weight, and he goes from like really this skinny little like martial artist like you should be, you know, like I don't know, just a skinny martial artist.
He goes from Jean-Claude Van Damme to Yokozuna. That's it just
But he does. So we figured, you know, he's probably not doing anything but eating because he's getting so big.
Right.
Why are people trying to break his balls about sexual harassment? So we just started making jokes upon jokes about, you know, Steven just doing nothing but eating, and he's just a big fat slob, and, you know, going to KFC
and Golden Corral and
when I lay down in a tub of mayonnaise, I'm listening to BM talk. You know, things like that. Like it was just crazy. So that one day we were sitting there and it just kept going on, and it started to snowball into, hey,
let's make a bit about Steven Seagal.
Like what if Steven Seagal played this part, or what if Steven Seagal played this part?
Right. We actually had a lot of ideas, to tell you the truth.
And like what if Steven Seagal had his own like reality show casting call where the girls would come in, and, well, that went, son. There goes the rubber band from the book.
There goes the fan.
What if we made a bit about the casting call with Steven Seagal, where girls come in to audition for movies, and he just sexually harasses them? So it started there, and then we're like, yeah, that's
don't
funny.
Get in, and he doesn't get anywhere with the girls,
right? But we you know, and that took a while to write and come up with. So I mean, you hear, like I said, if you follow the show, you're like, okay, we've been waiting almost 2 months for this casting call bit. Where the fuck is it already?
Right.
Well, today we are going to give you the Steven Seagal special birthday, the whole thing. Like, so I don't know. I think we've explained it. No, like that's how we got our obsession. Just
what we explain the obsession. Like, is that how we're saying like everything all went down? Like,
well, that's how it went down. It just started really like anything else. It just started with just the two of us just kind of ribbing on him. Between us, just breaking balls and saying crazy things, and you know, just kind of brainstorming about, wouldn't it be funny about this and that?
Oh, it would be so funny if Steven Seagal used to, you know, we wanted to do something where Steven Seagal read lines for other movies and shit, but there was just so much shit.
Right, because I mean, think about one of the things we were going to do that we didn't end up doing was having Steven Seagal read the part of Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction.
Right.
Because think about like the contrast to that. Samuel L. Jackson is just so loud and in your face and motherfucker.
Yeah.
And Steven's just very calm. And I'm going to talk like this. Ezekiel 25:17. I'm not going to raise my voice. I'm going to say motherfucker very low before I shoot you in the face. You know, it's just like if he did that in the movie, like I don't think the movie, like Sam Jackson, you cannot replace in any movie he's been in.
Right,
but the
because
contrast,
it's like that's his that part was made for him.
Right, but the contrast is like Steven Seagal, big fat ass. He could Steven Seagal is Jabba the Hutt. You know, like it went to there, and it just as the ribbing on Steven Seagal grew. It just started to grow and grow, and then as we were putting this casting call together for Tuesday for a bonus show on his birthday, it just started to blossom into more. And we're like, no, wait, let's just do a whole birthday show, and we can have celebrities come on because we started finding all sorts of people talking shit about Steven Seagal.
They fucking hate Steven Seagal,
or just funny stories about. Like, there's one we don't have it, but you can look it up on YouTube. It's from Howard. What's the guy's name? From Saturday Night Live.
Oh, Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider tells this one story about how he was working on a movie with Steven Seagal, and him and a director or something went into his trailer, and then they came out after a while, and Steven Seagal says, I just read the greatest script ever. And they were like, oh, who wrote it? I did.
Oh dear God!
You know, and then there was another one that he told on the on the Stern Show, and this was from a few years ago. But it was just, you can find endless stories like this of people talking about Steven Seagal, and like even if you go on and click on a Steven Seagal video, you can see just how big his head is, and it's just crazy. But I think then, without further ado, maybe we should just get right into it.
Let's get right into it.
Let's see if we've given you enough explanation on our obsession with Steven Seagal. See if you can join into the humor with us with Steven Seagal and his eating issues and fatness and just overall. Well, let's get right to the birthday special and
okay, let's do this.
Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Steven Seagal B-Loated birthday special. Appearing tonight, Tom Arnold, Jean-Claude Van Damme, John Leguizamo, Jenny McCarthy, former Bond girl, WWE COO Triple H, and his BFF, WWE Hall of Famer and 5-time world champion Booker T. And special guest, the king of all media himself, Howard Stern. Brought to you by Food. Every all-you-can-eat buffet across America. The Me Too movement. And Pets for Vets. Now, here are your hosts, Mark and Bob.
Hey now.
We're finally here.
We are here. We have been held up in this Golden Corral all night.
Yes.
I feel like we have been Golden Corralled.
We absolutely have been.
Right.
This Friday the 13th.
It is.
Late in the Golden Corral. Banquet room.
The back of the Golden Corral.
Here we are once again.
Once again, we are here.
All right. It's finally here and arrived. The birthday special extravaganza, the Steven Seagal everything that we've been talking about.
The B-Loated birthday special.
Yes, it is finally upon us. And what a birthday special extravaganza we have planned for you.
We have quite the plans.
So I think without further ado, we should get right into it. And I believe since it is the Steven Seagal birthday extravaganza or Steven Seagal special,
Steven Seagal has something to say. Right?
Yeah, we might as well go right to the man himself.
I'm Steven Seagal. I'm not trying to rape women.
Well, there we go. It is Friday the 13th, folks. So we're gonna go. Can we stop? Okay. Now let's go to Steven Seagal.
Oh boy.
I'm Steven Seagal, and I'm not trying to rape women in my dressing room or an elevator or a public library or anywhere else. You can find me at your local Golden Corral, eating all I can eat. Or at your local Ponderosa, again, eating all I can eat. Or at your local Chinese buffet, again, eating all I can eat. Hey, I'm an out-of-work actor. That's what I do now. I eat. Why the fuck do you think the show's been brought to you by Food? And then speaking of, is there any food here? Because I'm a bit peckish.
Steven needs food.
I believe they're in the back, and I believe that's where he'll be grazing most of the night.
I believe
he
will.
Out back with catering.
He is.
He's going to be lapping up all that delicious Golden Corral goodness.
You know what sucks, though, that he mentioned is Ponderosa, and there isn't one around here anymore, and I do miss that.
There is not.
There are Chinese buffets all over the friggin' place, but I wish a Ponderosa would come back. I enjoyed that for myself.
Ponderosa was good.
But,
we could order like Steven.
We could.
We could get a steak.
Yes.
Rare.
Yes. And the buffet. And what else? You could have soup. And an ice cold
root beer.
Or whatever.
Yes.
But yes, Steven is here. He's got things to say. We have celebrities here with things to say, so let's go right to it. I believe we have Tom Arnold we're going to go to right now.
Oh, this is Tommy Arnold.
Tommy Arnold.
You'd think that we'd know.
Yeah, you'd think, but he's here, and we're going to go to him.
Steven Seagal, a great man. We were shooting on a houseboat. The director said, well, let's practice. Let's rehearse this scene one time. It's kind of complicated, so whatever. And Steven Seagal's like, I don't rehearse, man. He goes, no, seriously, just for camera, will you let us No, let's just shoot it. Let's shoot this. Oh, he goes, okay. So anyways, he starts, and Steven Seagal's like, well, I will tell you one thing. And he starts to get up. He goes, I'm going to kick all your asses. And he starts walking out towards what he thinks is a door, but it's not the right door. It's the door that goes into the ocean. I'm going to say, oh my gosh, you're going to the wrong door. But then I know what's happening, so I'm like, holy shit. And he takes a step and he drops into the ocean, just out of frame. And, you know, at the time he colored in his hair, he had about that much black, like magic marker kind of thing. He's a great guy, by the way. And he wouldn't wear a hairpiece, so he just painted in. And if you watch the movie up close, you could go, oh, my God, there's like an inch of black stuff. And he's, like, kind of fat. So I looked down, and I was like, holy, buddy. And so he comes up. He's sort of embarrassed because, you know, and the black stuff is ready up. But, you know.
Okay. I guess that's where it ends. But, you know, just done so abruptly. And
you know,
that was a great story. He's kind of fat. He didn't tell him about walking through the wrong door.
He walked into the ocean.
No, he fell into the ocean.
Nobody I picture him walking. Just opening the door and whew.
He's the star of this movie. Okay? Nobody tells him that he's walking to the wrong door and then just right out he falls into the ocean.
That's what an asshole he is.
There could have been a shark waiting for him. There could have been, I mean, anything could have happened. He could have, I don't know how high it was, houseboat. I don't know how high that is, but still, you're not expecting that fall because nobody told you. That's the wrong door. I would listen if I ever. I'm an asshole to a point, but if I'm ever that fucking lost in my head or whatever, just let me walk through the door and then drown me when I fall into the ocean.
What's so funny is he's such an asshole that nobody would even have the courtesy to say, "Hey, Steven.
Right,
wrong door."
He said they wanted. Let's rehearse. No, let's not rehearse. I don't rehearse. Well, maybe you should rehearse, and then you won't fall through doors and have your hair makeup running because
hair makeup.
You have what he said, magic marker or something on his head.
I just picture him wearing children's black paint. Like the water soluble black paint over his,
and then now it's running, so now he looks like. Like he's bleeding black ink from his head. He's bleeding hair. Oh, my God. Could you imagine?
Poor Steven.
And it only gets worse from there because our next celebrity.
Wait. But Steven doesn't even know what's going on because he's on like his fifth bucket of chicken.
Oh, what are those things? He's got a feed bag attached to his head like a horse. He's just going to town. He doesn't care. There's no end to that feed bag.
Yes.
And he's just going.
And who is next?
We have one of the girls who accused him of sexual harassment, something he did wrong, some kind of harassment thing.
I'm laughing. We're laughing about it.
It's not funny, but
it's Steven Seagal. This is legitimately like, okay, let's be realistic.
Yes.
350 pounds, Steven Seagal. I just picture this dumpy ass guy. Yeah. Like, oh my God, it would
take your clothes off.
But that's what's going on with. Same thing with Weinstein, big fat guy taking his clothes. Like, I don't get. I'm a big fat guy. I try and put as much clothes on as I can.
I know.
What is wrong with these people? Anyway, this is I don't even know her name. Former Bond girl.
This is a Bond girl.
Talking about her experience with Steven Seagal.
Right.
So he asked me to take my top off, which I didn't. I said no. He asked me to sit on the bed, which I didn't. Somehow he managed to force my top down. So I was exposed on top. I was extremely embarrassed, and somehow he managed to get me sat on the bed. He put me on the bed somehow, forced me back down, and I just remember him saying, "Oh, so maybe you want to see my private parts, or I suppose you want to see my private parts." And I just remember being on the bed like that and looking like that and seeing that he was undoing his... But I've chosen to share it because I want people to know that it actually makes more sense for someone to speak about it a long time after it happens.
Now, doesn't that sound like some of the biggest bunch of bullshit you've ever heard?
It really does.
I mean,
it sounds so fake.
I'm sorry, but somehow he did this. Somehow you don't know what he did. You weren't there. When it happened?
However, I don't know if you would want to admit to being with Steven Seagal, so I don't even know.
Yeah, but I'd be like, somehow this woman is going to cash her check when he goes to jail, or when she gets paid. Not repercussions.
Royalties?
No. What do they give the black people when restitution?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Some black people got restitution for.
For slavery.
For slavery.
Okay.
So, that's what I'm saying. Somehow her check for, restitution from dealing with Steven Seagal, that got cashed, and she spent that money, and
right. I get you.
Somehow, somehow that's. I just think, again, I know this is brought to you by the Me Too movement, but this is the problem with the Me Too movement is this kind of sounds like bullshit.
Me Too.
Because she was there, but somehow doesn't know how anything happened. But whatever. That's, I guess, for another show. Because we're not here to debate.
We are here to celebrate
a
the
Bond
man.
girl. Wait a minute, a Bond girl. So didn't she do funky things with James Bond? Anyway, I get for another show.
I guess so. We are here to celebrate the man,
the myth,
the legend,
the overweight,
Steven
Seagal. And I do believe, in celebration of Steven Seagal, that we do have a movie trailer. Okay.
There is a brand new movie that's going to be coming out.
Let's go to that.
Coming this fall, he's gotten so big, so fat, so fast, and he's so hungry. It's Seagalzilla.
Steven Seagal now, who's the size of an elephant.
Oh, got those hunger pains again. Who thought there could be so many McDonald's in one town? Think I'll wash it down with this Dunkin' Donuts building.
His appetite for destruction is restaurants.
Oh, yeah. This street's got everything I'm looking for. Kung Pao chicken, Peking duck, oodles of noodles.
Devour as many fast food restaurants as possible.
This street's not gonna last long. Is that a Burger King?
Who can stop?
Is that a Red Lobster?
Will he be stopped? Seagalzilla coming this fall.
Oh, what's this? One of those jabs I got caught in my teeth. Too bad they don't taste as good as their food does.
You've been warned.
I cannot wait for that movie.
That is going to be quite the spectacle.
I am a Godzilla fan, and I cannot wait for the Seagalzilla.
Oh, that is going to be quite the movie.
And he's pretty much fit the role.
He does.
He's got the height and the weight for the Godzilla role.
He is crushing fast food restaurants.
God.
He has an unquenchable thirst.
He does. And he is going to, thank God, go to Tokyo and do that. And
right.
now he'll probably eat Tokyo when by the time he's all done, Tokyo Like when they get to the sequel or the third movie, I'm sure Tokyo will be
It's
no
gonna
more.
be gone.
You know,
he's gonna have to move to different parts of the country.
He's gonna eat his way around the world
until he eats the center of the world, like the center of a hot ball.
Right, and then he just explodes.
Yeah,
and then that's the end of everything.
Everything.
Oh my God.
Oh. I think we have something from John Leguizamo.
We do. Let's get to some more celebrities. John Leguizamo has something to say.
We were in rehearsals for Executive Decision, okay? I'm playing his master sergeant, and we come in for rehearsals, and he comes in, I'm in command. What I say is law. Anybody doesn't agree? And I was like, I started cracking up because he sounded like a retard. And he came up, and he taekwondo'd my ass against the brick wall. He went, he's 6'5" and caught me off guard, knocked all the air at me. I was like, Why? Why? What I really wanted to say is how big and fat he is, how he runs like a girl, because he does. But I didn't, because all I could say was, why?
Oh, God.
You know, I think there's a video on YouTube that shows, it's a compilation of Steven Seagal running, and he does kind of look like a big girl or like a big oversized chicken running through the streets, chasing criminals. But how could you do that to Johnny Legs? I mean, come on.
Man, and Johnny Legs, that is a new one.
What?
Never heard Johnny Legs before.
Oh, well, me and Johnny go back, so I've been calling him Johnny Legs for a while. It's,
wow, I didn't know that. What'd you do? Know him when you were in New York?
Kind of, yeah. You know, when your network when you're in New York, and you know, when you get to know somebody, when you get to know Johnny Legs like I do, you'll be calling him Johnny Legs too.
I got you.
But I love that guy. I love his stand up and everything.
But he hates Steven Seagal.
Well, I mean, what a douchebag move. I am the law. And whatever goes down, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I would laugh at. I'm surprised. I would laugh at me if I ever said something like that. But I wouldn't punch a guy for laughing at me. He sounded like a retard. He goes, oh, that's great.
Oh, God.
Never a dull moment with Johnny Legs.
Oh.
And another celebrity is Steven. I don't know if you want to call him his peer, Steven Seagal's peer.
Oh, you're talking about JCVD.
Maybe. What does that mean?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yes, that is exactly who I'm talking about.
JCVD, baby.
I did LMNOP. I didn't put it together. But yes, even Steven Seagal, even Jean-Claude Van Damme has something to say to Steven Seagal or about Steven Seagal. Somewhere he does. Somewhere he has something to say about Steven Seagal.
He should lose some weight so he can be a little more fast. Met the guy a few times. He's a nice guy. Doesn't like me much. I like him a lot. Good guy. Good charisma. He's got something special on the screen.
Those guys never worked together, did they?
I don't think so.
Steven and him, did they?
No.
No? Not in commercials or anything?
No.
No?
I'm Steven Seagal.
Uh-oh.
Fuck Jean-Claude Van Damme and his chips. I'm an Aikido master, and I'll fold Jean-Claude up into a Tostitos dipper.
Okay, evidently not. Now, what was that all
he's
about?
He's alluding to JCVD's Tostitos commercial.
I have not seen. Oh, is that the Van Damned?
Yes.
Can you give me
Van Damned?
Yes.
Yes.
But he doesn't mention anything about Steven Seagal in that that clip, so I don't understand.
Apparently, Steven Seagal doesn't like the kind of chips that Tostitos are.
Uh-oh, here he comes.
Steven.
Here he comes.
Steven.
He's...
Yep. Stand up to the microphone like that. Yeah.
Yeah, listen, let me tell you something. Fuck Jean-Claude Van Damme. I am an Aikido master, and I will fold that son of a bitch up. Fuck Tostitos and fuck Jean-Claude Van Damme. Why don't you listen? Real men don't eat Tostitos. Real men don't get Van Damme; they get Seagal'd.
Right, Steven. And
you know what kind of chips I eat?
What? I was going to ask you.
All of them except Tostitos.
All right, great answer.
I fold my own chips.
All right.
I don't need Tostitos or that Jean-Claude Van Damme guy.
All right.
So, if you want to be a pussy like Jean-Claude Van Damme going by Tostitos, you want to be a real man like me, Steven Seagal, and a keto master, you buy every other chip. I don't think that's funny, Bob.
Yeah.
You must be a Tostitos fan.
I love it. I love it.
Probably like him with lime, too. Oh. You fairy son of a bitch, you.
Oh, dear, John. Oh, my God.
I got about 7 buckets of chicken in the back waiting for me. So I will talk to you guys later.
Oh. Yes, Steve, go and enjoy your chicken before Bob pisses his pants over here.
Oh, my God.
What the hell? What did you do? It's his birthday special.
I called him John.
John.
Yeah.
My God.
By accident. And then I was laughing at him when he was saying he's an keto master.
Well, that's what he says he is.
I know, but
he's an keto. Look, he's an keto master. Like, okay, the Rolling Stones are the greatest rock and roll band of all time.
Okay,
you know, why can't you peg yourself as something? King of all media,
right?
Everybody, you know, give yourself king of pop.
Okay.
You know, he's a keto master.
He's the master of a keto.
So let him be what he wants to be. And I guess.
Oh, what do we have? Jenny McCarthy?
Yeah, we might as well go to some more some more accusations. Some more shit to piss Steven Seagal off on the birthday special. But
here we go, Steve.
Jenny McCarthy.
This one's for you.
I went into an audition and wore a long moo-moo type dress so he could pay attention to my eyes because I wanted to be taken seriously. I was Playmate of the Year at the time. So when I went in the audition, he asked if I would lower my dress because my dress was too baggy. And I said, no. And he said, well, there's nudity in this movie. And I said, no, there's not. I asked my agent, and there's no nudity. And he said, there's off-camera nudity. And I thought to myself, does this idiot actually really think I'm going to buy into that? Off-camera nudity? So I said no, and I kind of, started to cry and said, go ahead and pick up my Playboy videos on sale, and I left. The weird thing was he followed me to my car and said, don't tell anyone. And I got in my car, called my mom, cried, and I said, the day I become famous, I am going to shout it to the world. And 2 years later, I did.
Okay, wait. First of all, I never followed anyone or chased anybody anywhere. Okay, the only person I ever followed in my life was the pizza delivery guy because he shorted me on a couple wings. I ordered 150 wings, and I only got 148 wings. So he's the only person I ever followed, and I Ubered it. I just want to make that clear.
Oh, my God.
Okay, well, thank you, Stephen, but...
Wow.
I should have asked him while he was here quickly, but what the hell is off-camera nudity?
I don't. Steven, hey, what's? Oh, what's? He doesn't. He just looked at me and mouthed. All right. Okay.
I guess he's eating. We'll talk to him later.
Steven doesn't even know.
I don't think he knows either. But I'm going to try that. Like my next victim that I get, if I get somebody of the female persuasion.
Tell them you want
alone.
Try some off-camera
I'm going to say,
nudity.
Hey, you want to do some acting? This scene calls for some off-screen nudity.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's a good idea.
I'm going to try that move.
It's a good idea.
Hey, it can't help. And not for nothing, you got to give the guy credit. He's trying. You're a fucking playmate. You show up in a moo-moo.
In a 500-pound man's house.
I want to be taken seriously. Well, you're not. You're a fucking playmate. Nobody's going to take you. You want to be taken seriously? Do the playmate thing afterward.
Right.
But, whatever. I think, we got the, isn't that a bumper over there?
Yeah, we got this for Steven.
Okay, so we'll go, here's something special for you.
Right.
Kick back with a bucket of chicken or 3 and enjoy me, Steven Seagal, as Hannibal Lecter.
Dr. Lecter, my name is Clarice Starling. May I speak with you?
You're one of Colonel Sanders?
I am, yes.
Can I see your Diners Club card?
Certainly.
That expires in 1 week. You're not a real member, are you?
I'm still in training at the academy. I'm here to learn from you. Maybe you can decide for yourself whether or not I'm qualified enough to do that.
That is rather greasy of you, Agent Starling. Sit, please. Now then, tell me what Mig said to you in the next cell. He hissed at you. What did he say?
He said, I can smell your cunt.
I see. I myself cannot. However, you eat at Burger King and sometimes KFC, but not today.
Did you do all these wrongs, Doctor?
That is the Golden Corral, seen from the Krispy Kreme donuts across the street.
All that detail just from memory, sir?
Memories are what I have, Agent Starling, instead of the food.
Well, perhaps you'd care to lend us your view on this questionnaire, sir.
Oh, no. You were doing fine. You established trust with me. You even told me what that lunatic in the other cell said to you. But now you hand me this half-ass ham sandwich.
I'm only asking you to look at this, Doctor. Either you will or you won't.
Subway must not be that busy if they're sending me trainees. But I'm sure you want to know about the success of Buffalo Wild Wings. Do you want to know why it's called Buffalo Wild Wings?
Well, it started as a bad joke in Kansas City Homicide. They said, this one likes to skin his humps.
Why do you think people eat at Buffalo Wild Wings, Agent Starling?
It excites him. Most serial killers keep some sort of trophies from their victims.
I didn't.
No. No, you ate yours.
You can send that half-ass ham sandwich through now. You know what you look like to me with that purse and those shoes and that whole dress up you have? You look like a out-of-work waitress from one of those Sonics that roller skate out to your car from way back in the day. Miserable, and you can only dream of getting out and getting away and getting to a real restaurant where you don't have to wear roller skates to serve people their food.
You see a lot, Doctor. But are you strong enough to point that high-powered perception at yourself? What about it? Why don't you look at yourself and write down what you see? Maybe you're right.
Here's your ham sandwich back. The last waitress that tried to test me was at Ponderosa. I had a steak, rare. The buffet, some soup, and an ice-cold root beer. And I got it all for free.
Okay, now we're up to the guy jerking off. Was there like a production note in the scene?
Yeah,
Wow.
we kept it in there.
Was there a fast food place he did not mention
I don't
in that
know.
scene?
I don't know. But imagine if he got the role.
Listen, thank God Sir Anthony Hopkins got that role. Honestly. Imagine how much of a difference of a movie that would be.
Don't let
if Steven
Steven
Seagal got
hear
that part.
you. Don't let Steven.
I don't think he is too worried that he lost out on that role. He's more of an action fight
guy
than he is a serial killer.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know
I guess
what I mean?
so.
But whew, what a scene! What acting!
I thought that was great.
What hunger!
He showed hunger for that.
Oh my God!
That was the That was the Burger King outside the Krispy Kreme or whatever.
The drawing. I don't know what drawing Hannibal Lecter had. Oh, it was the church or something from. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, but yeah.
And then just like you did that all from memory?
He drew a Burger King from the view of a Krispy Kreme
across the street.
The guy needs to stop eating.
He does. He's memorizing what certain locations look like.
Look, I used to be a fan and liked him when he was running around like a skinny chicken girl after criminals. Now he's just kind of lumbering.
He is.
You know, like an elephant.
Like an elephant.
But we got some more celebrities.
Is this WWE superstars?
These are the WWE superstars.
And the BFFs.
Yes, both BFs.
They are the BFFs.
We have...
People don't know about them yet, but they're going to make appearances.
COO and 5-time. They're... Let's go. Who are we going to first? COO?
We're going to the COO. Triple H.
WWE.
This is the COO of the WWE, Triple H. And you've tripled in size, Stephen. Right? Happy B-Loated.
This is the 5-time WCW champion, Booker T. Now, I just called the world's greatest shit talkers to wish a happy belated 66th birthday to my brother in 5X, Steven Seagal. Now, can you dig that? Sucker!
There they are.
5X.
His brother in 5X.
You really think he's at 5X? I think he's at like a 50X.
He's at a Coleman.
He's in a 3-person tent right about now. That's what he's wearing.
He's at a...
oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
That is funny.
He's at a longhouse.
We are coming... Oh, so sad, too. We're coming to the end of this special.
I know.
We've only got a few more things to play for you and to go over, but I think, we should get to it. Because we got, we don't want to keep this man waiting.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, the king of all media, Mr. Well, all right, we're still searching for him. He's only 6'5". Can we find him, please?
We
found him. All right, Mr. Howard Stern.
And by the way, I'm going to make a recommendation on a new show coming out. I got an advanced DVD of 2 of the new episodes. It's Steven Seagal, Cop show. I don't even know the name of it. I swear to God, this is true. Steven Seagal, for the last Steven Seagal, Lawman. I'm one of the few people who have actually seen this. It is just unbelievable. First of all, the whole premise of the show is, I've always assumed that Steven Seagal was a bullshit artist, like that he never actually even studied martial arts. It turns out, I don't know what to make of this show, but they follow him around with a video camera. It turns out for the last 20 years, even while he had a film career, he's been a member of the Louisiana something. Yeah. It's some little shitty town made him a police officer. And evidently, he's not just like a police officer. He's almost in charge of all the cops. Yeah, he does some kind of weird Japanese karate.
Yeah.
It's not Aikido, but it's like it's for very fat guys who can barely lift their leg. But you know how he always in the movies does that weird shit with his hands, and he's always subduing people, and so sure enough, Steven Seagal, who's now probably, I'd say, pushing 300 pounds, and with jet black hair, he's dyeing his hair this weird color. He actually looks like Captain Jenks if he became the head of a police department. And he must be 200 or 300 pounds, and he's like a super cop. Not only do these guys worship him, but he even goes out to the firing range, and he's teaching guys how to shoot a gun. And Steven Seagal shoots at a target. He puts a bullet through the guy's head, and then he goes, the real test is to take your gun and not aim it, but to push through it. And when you push through it, you should be able to shoot inside the same hole that you just shot. There should be no new holes, just one hole. And then he shoots again, and he shoots right. The guy's a sharpshooter.
Yeah.
All I'm telling you is, and all the other cops are like, holy shit. I forget what they call him, like Chief or something. Chief really knows what he's doing. If Chief could just teach me how to shoot like that. And then sure enough, the other guys don't shoot as good as Steven Seagal. And Steven Seagal now, who's the size of an elephant, and now he's teaching self-defense. He goes, one of the things I worry about is getting guns off the street. I'm not worried about handling myself out there, but some of my guys I worry about. Are they going to know? And he's sweating and he's out of breath because he's Steven Seagal super cop, but meanwhile he's 500 pounds. He goes, one of the things I worry about, I try to teach guys how to subdue their opponent. And 9 times out of 10, they're carrying a gun, their opponent, and you got to be able to make them submissive. So within 2 seconds, he starts doing that weird karate shit where, like, he demonstrates with somebody and he goes, here, point a gun at me. And then he goes, he gets the gun, he gets behind me, breaks their arm. And they're like, wow, Chief really knows how to handle himself. The cops love him. Then they get in their squad cars and they go around to primarily black neighborhoods. And then when black people see Steven Seagal, they're like, hey, they find the blackest people with the worst grammar they can find. And it's like, ain't you that Steven Seagal? Holy man, where is that man? You're a big man. That's right, ma'am. And don't worry, we're just trying to help the good guys and get guns off the street. Where you at? Where a piece of paper at? I need an autograph from Mr. Steven Seagal. Yes. And Steven Seagal always takes the side of black people. Never white people, just black people. Like this black guy, I don't know where he came from, like another planet, and they suspect him of having a gun and this and that, and he goes, and the guy goes, that ain't my gun. Steven Seagal goes, I believe you. He's very racially fair. This is the greatest show. He's got to come in. It's unfucking believable, this guy.
I'm on my 7th bag of chips because I'm enjoying this B-Loated birthday special. Thank you, BM Talk.
You're very welcome, Stephen. We're happy to do it. More than happy to do it. Wow.
It feels like we've been doing this twice.
You ain't kidding there, brother.
Boy.
Wow. How about that for a birthday? The king of all media himself, Howard Stern. Now you know this is a birthday special.
You know it's serious when Howard gets involved.
Right. And what a bunch he had to say.
He did.
About the Lawman show and I think it's all been said. Uh-oh, here he comes again.
Oh boy.
Listen. I appreciate Howard for what he's doing, but let me tell you something. Sorry, I had a chicken bone. That Lawman show was canceled, sadly. And I was doing good work in that town, cleaning up the streets. Sorry, that was a potato chip caught out of one of the 7 bags I've gone through already. But let me tell you, we were doing good work down there. We were getting guns off the streets.
Oh, boy, Steven.
I had to wow, chickens, everything's coming up on me. I better hurry up with this. But I do have a new show coming out called Casting Call with Steven Seagal.
Okay, Stephen. That's all you wanted to say, or did you have?
No, I had more to say, but I'm just taking a minute to think.
Well, listen, we're on the air. We can't really have dead air if you need time to think. I mean, Bob's in tears. Are you okay over there? I just, every time you come in here, Steve, you do something to Bob, and he loses control of his. Everything.
Oh,
look at him.
My God.
Well, listen, I am an Aikido master, and I can't help my powers. I'm just saying that the show got canceled too early, but I have a new show coming out, and I do believe you have some of it here.
Yes, we do, Stephen. We are going to play some of it, and I believe afterward we have your agent, Barry Melkowitz, that we're going to talk to after we get to that. Why don't we just get to it right now without further ado, since the man mentioned it himself. Here it is, I guess, the long-awaited Casting Call with Steven Seagal.
We enter the 6th floor of a Los Angeles high-rise building where we find actor, Aikido master, producer, director, musician, if you believe, and all-around fat-ass Steven Seagal. He is practicing lines from a 42-year-old movie he'll never be in, even the remake, as he waits for a female actress to show up for an audition.
Are you Steven Seagal? You must be Steven Seagal, because you're the only Steven Seagal here.
Hi, you must be Steven. Nice to meet you. I'm looking forward to working together.
I'm sure you are. First, let me look at you. You look like you have a pair of strong legs. Ever do any acting in the water?
No, why?
I'm going to need you to take your pants off.
Steven, I'm not that type of girl.
You want to work in Hollywood, don't you, honey? You want to work with the best? Then take off your pants and put my head in the scissor lock with your legs.
I don't know about this. Why? What's this for?
In this scene, we are underwater. We have only one breathing apparatus, and me being the hero, I let you use the air tank, and I put my head between your legs and use your pussy to breathe.
Oh my God! What is wrong with you? You sick pervert! I'm out of here!
God damn, I forgot to lock the door. Now I'm gonna need another girl to audition. But first a snack. Ooh, this box of ho-hos looks good. Now to call my
With
agent.
a mouthful of ho-hos, Steven calls his agent to get another female actor to audition.
Hello, thank you for calling BM Management. How may I direct your call? Oh, Mr. Seagal. Right away, sir. Please hold.
Hello, this is Barry Malkovich.
I need another actress. If you can send one over to me, because I want to laugh.
Steven, would you swallow your food, please? I can't understand you.
I told you. You're supposed to say you're Steven Seagal's agent when you answer the phone.
Yes, but I do represent more people than just you.
But I'm the biggest star you manage.
No, you're the fattest star I manage. Now, what are you calling for?
I need another one.
What? Bucket of chicken?
No, well, yes. And another female audition. The last one left before I could get my pants off.
Oh, Steven, I told you can't keep harassing these women. It's gonna come back to haunt you. Like, remember the time you ate 147 hot wings?
Oh, yeah. That wasn't good at all. My asshole burned for days. But regardless, I still need another actress to audition for my next movie.
Fine, Steven. I'll send another one. But please behave yourself and make sure you're respectful.
Yeah, fine. Oh, and don't forget that bucket of chicken, too.
Steven, waiting for his next victim, actress to arrive, looks over a script he received when there's a knock at the door.
May the odds be ever in your favor. What is this? The Hunger Games? Well, that's not what I thought it was. Oh, that must be my next audition. Hold on.
Steven slips quickly out of his clothes into a kimono.
You may come in now. Wow. You are a very stunning young actress.
Why, thank you. You must be Steven. I can't wait to work with you. I'm really looking forward to it.
Great. Let's get started then. In this scene, we are in bed. I am your troubled Marine husband. I can't sleep. So I spread your legs and use your pussy as a sleep apnea machine. Now come here and take your pants off. Well, that didn't work. Better call and see if I can get another one. And where that bucket of chicken is.
Hello, thank you for calling BM Management. How may I direct your call?
Yeah, give me Barry again.
Please hold while I transfer you.
This is Barry Malkovich.
Okay. You're not going to believe this, but that bucket of chicken isn't here yet, and I'm going to need a new door.
Oh, no, Steven. what happened this time. Don't tell me another woman just ran through your door.
That's what I'm telling you. And no chicken bucket.
Oh, Stephen, to hell with the bucket. That's the 4th door this week. What happened?
Well, the first girl didn't want me to use her pussy for underwater breathing, and the second didn't want me using her pussy as a sleep apnea mask.
Oh, Stephen, you've got to get out of this thing where you try to wear the pussy on your face as some sort of mask. Women don't want that. They're not into it. And it's offensive. I see lawsuits coming now. Also, what kind of movie are you trying to make?
It's action fight movie, and I need a love interest. Not to mention,
I know, the bucket of chicken.
Yes. So what do you say? You got a third girl you can send over?
Actually, I don't. But she's a take no bullshit kind of woman. So you better watch yourself.
I'm Steven Seagal. Hey, that's it. Anyway, you don't have to worry about me. I'm an Aikido master.
And 400 pounds.
What was that?
Nothing. Good luck, Steven. And remember what I said. This one's a fighter.
Yeah. I'll be waiting.
Meanwhile, Steven's bucket of chicken arrives, along with a Baskin-Robbins ice cream cake for dessert. Then a female voice says,
Oh my God, what happened here?
Oh, that's nothing to worry about. 4 ninjas tried to break in here to rob the place. They obviously didn't realize who they were dealing with. I'm Steven Seagal. Damn it, I lost it.
What did you do? Eat them?
No. Oh, this is chicken. Would you like a piece?
No, thanks. So, what's this role I'm auditioning for?
Well, if you don't mind me saying so, you look like a tough broad. This scene does involve a fight.
Steven then pulls up his kimono and with his fat bare ass exposed says,
I want you to shove your head up my ass and fight for air.
Okay, sicko.
At this point, Actress 3 stands up, kicks Steven in the old man's saggy balls, smashes the ice cream cake in his face before storming out. Also, on his way up to check on Steven is his agent. When he gets to the room,
Oh, Steven.
Casting call with Steven Seagal. He don't eat chips. He's touching girls' tits.
Wow.
unreal.
How awesome is that?
All I know is I hope that he gets a second episode.
I hope it goes 3-4 episodes.
Me too.
But that is...
I don't think Fat Steven Seagal running away, scaring away people.
I don't think Steven Seagal's running anywhere. I don't think he can run to the bathroom if he needed to.
I don't think he could.
But no, that was great. Casting call with Steven Seagal.
Unreal.
And on his way in here now to talk to us about that, you just heard him a little while ago, is Steven Seagal's agent, Mr. Barry Malkovich.
Barry Malkovich.
That's
Hi, Mark.
And how is everything in the world of Barry Malkovich?
Oh man, it is going absolutely incredible here. I have to tell you, it is so nice that they closed down this Golden Corral for this party. It is
we should
great.
give it up for the Golden Corral.
Oh yeah.
Yes, so
yeah.
Wonderful to us here and letting us do this here.
Absolutely. Steven, you gotta slow down on that chicken there.
So how is it working being Steven Seagal's agent? I mean, what's that? That's got to be busy.
Well, I'll tell you, being Steven's agent involves a lot of takeout and fast food. Being his agent, I mean, it is a job. It's a job unto itself, and he wants you to act like he is the only person that you manage. And I'm like, Steven, that's impossible, Steven.
But he does eat a lot, you're saying. A lot of food deliveries. And...
Oh, my God. He has
#1 China on his phone. Okay, that's in his call.
I didn't realize he was local.
Oh.
Or does he have another?
Oh, no. Do you know how many #1 Chinas there are?
You know, I'm sure if anybody does, you or Steven would know that.
Oh, Mark, you just don't understand. There are so many #1 Chinese, or as they say in Chinese, Ichiban.
Yes.
That's what they say.
What other restaurants does...
He particularly likes the Frostings at Wendy's. And he likes Wendy's because you can eat great even late.
Bob found that funny. He likes to eat late.
Oh, my God.
You know,
wow.
That's okay, Barry. I'd like to know how many doors have you had to replace, whether up till now or just in the past week? Dealing, does this happen a lot with Stephen and women running through the door?
Wow, let me tell you, we have to go at least more than the days there are in a week. We have to go at least 10 days to Home Depot and find more of these Mexicans to go put up these doors that women keep breaking down at Steven's apartment. So what we do is we'll get the
I'm guessing that you are not in favor of the wall. Then
Steven is in favor of Trump and things, but I don't understand. I'm like, Steven, you need the Mexicans. They need to fix your house with all these women's when they're breaking locks and doors and everything else. You need these cheap Mexicans that just stay outside of Home Depot.
I hear what you're saying.
So we pull up and we say to the Mexicans, we're like, will you put in this door for Steven? And
how many Mexicans does it take?
Well, it takes about 1.5. We get a midget because there's this one, and he works for half price. So,
okay, half price. All right, I get it. I do have one last question for you before you get out of here.
Okay. Mark,
how is it that you find so many girls that sound
wow,
so similar?
I know what you're gonna ask. I know. Well, what we do, there's this restaurant that we like to eat at. Okay, it's called the Horn Dorset, and we get these girls. A lot of them. I pay them on the side.
Okay.
They're actresses. Okay?
I understand.
So they're like the same people. All right. We just dress them up differently. And we have them go to Steven's. And the diabetes has gone to his eyes. And so he doesn't eat too well right now. So and we can pass off these women. And we can pass off the same girl. They know what he's going to do.
So
they know.
Is it safe to say it's like the Superman complex where you put the glasses on your Clark Kent, but when you take them off, nobody can make the connection?
Yeah, but except Superman glasses, they're diabetes glasses, Mark.
Okay. I get it.
Okay. The beaties is going to his eyes. Before you know it, he's going to be selling oatmeal like Wolf Brimley.
Okay, and you're good with the casting call. You're happy with it. Hopefully it's a success.
I hope that this show, I hope that it has the most success that we could ever have. We could go to Home Depot and buy a whole truckload of Mexicans.
Do you think this could be bigger than the Lawman show that Howard talked about?
Listen. This could be bigger than Steven.
That's pretty big, Barry. Well, I think on that...
I know you're laughing at me, But this thing could be bigger than Seagal himself.
Well,
it already is getting to be bigger than Seagal himself. He's got Godzilla, for God's sakes. I got him all this stuff. We take him to the Horn Dorset. We get a truckload of Mexicans. We go back to Seagal's house. Seagal can't see the women too well. It's funny. We try and get these people. It's better than working for some asshole like Christian Bale.
I was waiting for you to get to that. Yes. Well, I think we'll let you go on that note, because I believe you have to take care of your client.
I have to take care of the remnants of chicken that he has left, and then we're going to have to go to the Horn Dorset anyway, because he's still hungry. He has an insatiable appetite.
I think he's about to dive into a truck of Ben & Jerry's ice cream, so you might want to check in on that. Thank you for stopping by, Barry. It was good to have you here.
You're very, very welcome.
I see, thank you, and I hope a success for your show. And Bob, I think Friday the 13th strikes again.
I think it just totally fucked up the computer.
Your battery's dead, I believe.
Oh.
No, maybe not.
We are back to life.
Holy cow.
Oh, my God.
Wow. How was that? The Barry character.
Oh my God, Barry is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Bob, I'm one of your favorites too.
Well,
you're one of my favorites. I mean, sometimes, you know.
Maybe the two of you sometime can have croissant over at the Horn Dorset or wherever the hell that.
Oh, Bob, you'll absolutely love the Horn Dorset. I'll tell you, we can go there. Get some Le Poisson.
Yeah, you guys can go enjoy that with the Aikido master, Steven Seagal.
Absolutely.
And speaking of Steven, because we're
wrapping it. Yeah, we're wrapping it up here.
We're wrapping it up. Steven, do you have anything you want to say before we wrap this up?
I'm Steven Seagal. What the hell happened to my career? When I first started, I was a slim, trim Aikido master machine. Now I'm the size of a vending machine. Only difference is I got more food inside of me than a vending machine.
Well, there's no doubt about that. And I think this brings us to the end.
Yes.
Of our Steven Seagal special. Yes.
Oh, Steven, thank you.
Do we have any music to bring us out of this Steven Seagal special?
Yes, we do. We
do. All right.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. We don't have any of you. We do or we don't?
We do.
Is something going to go?
Friday the 13th strikes again.
Yes. There it is. That's the music that brings us out.
Everybody. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in and listening to the Steven Seagal B-Loated Birthday Extravaganza Special.
Extravaganza!
I'm not going to do that effect thing again, so you can just do your own echo thing.
I do.
Because I don't feel like doing this for a
Tom
third time.
thinks I'm your echo anyway.
That's right.
That's right.
So here we go. Live. Well, live on tape.
Live on tape from the Golden Corral, folks.
We will see you next year, maybe, possibly.
Steven, come on. You got to wrap up. We got to go to the Horn Dorset.
And it could be, who knows from where. We'll see you next year. This is the Steven Seagal B-Loaded Birthday Special. Extravaganza. All right.
You're listening to the one podcast that should replace all boring local radio morning shows. It's BM Talk with Mark and Bob.
All right. How about that finally?
That to me, that was great.
Listen, all the work, but I think I don't know. I don't want to. I have no words to express how great I think that was, and how just the hard work paid off. I think
it totally did. It was fun.
I urge everybody who listens to this show to please contact us in some way and let us know what you think about it.
Yes,
a lot of work went into this show. You got the email, you got the Facebook, you got the tweets, you got the whatever. Some of you even have our personal phone numbers. Call us, text us.
Let us know.
Share again. A lot of work goes into these things, and I'm really proud of that whole bit
The whole Steven Seagal thing.
Yes, the birthday special, the bits that went into it. I'm really, honest to God.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
That's absolutely right.
That went right into it.
So, please, let us know what you think, too. So we know if we're doing something wrong, if we're doing something right.
I know. Do you like what we're doing right now?
Because I see, like, a lot of views or a lot of
listens,
shit
like that, but we're not getting
no feedback. So again, email bmtalk02@gmail.com. What is it? Hashtag. How do you do the tweet?
Oh, the tweet at bmtalk02, or you can hit me up on my own personal Twitter at BCIDE, B-side.
There you go. I do not have Twitter.
That's the best way to do it.
Let us know on Facebook too. Share it with your friends. Go to BeanPod.
Podbean.
Fuck, I still got it wrong. Podbean.com and subscribe to it. Actually, through any of them.
Yes,
iTunes.
anything. iTunes, Google Play.
Go
Stitcher,
and hit the subscribe
all
button.
that shit.
And then tell your friends when your friends are over and it's the weekend and you're having drinking parties. Play this in the background. Yeah, I know we don't play music and everybody wants, but just play a little bit of it. See if they like it and tell them.
Right, you could play a drinking game where every time I repeat Mark, you could take a drink.
Yeah, you can take a drink. Oh, that doesn't work the other way around?
No, it doesn't work the other way around.
Oh, well. But, yeah, think about it, drinking it, anything. Get your friends to listen and subscribe.
Right, just because, we're trying to have fun with this.
Right, and
I got crap on deck that could choke a donkey.
We really got some good things coming up. You've been talking to Tony Torres.
Yes.
And
I'm hoping that we're going to get something set up in the next couple weeks with him.
All right, so he's going to come on the show. We're going to have our first celebrity interview, or semi-celebrity interview.
I call him a celebrity still, just because that dude.
He's
in the life.
True. I think. I didn't really follow him but he's definitely a household name in Utica.
He is.
So anybody who's out there in Utica listening, and you know who Tony Torres is, yeah, he's going to be here in a couple weeks talking about his new album. That's right, new album.
Right.
All right, we may even play a couple cuts of it. Talk to him about his he's been doing this, 20, 30 years now?
Yeah, for a long time.
At least 30 years.
At least. I think from 83, maybe.
So we're talking
30, 81?
35 years we're talking about.
He's been doing it a long time.
30 plus years he's been doing it. And, it'd be interesting that he's still doing it to this day. So, yeah, we're going to have him coming in. We get, some other things coming down that we think are big, but we want to hear some feedback and find out, what you like, what you don't like, what you're interested in.
Do you like the shit that we're talking about?
Right. Is there a subject you want us to talk about?
Yeah.
Do you want to come on the show with us and talk about something? You can
do that.
Get a hold of us, and we can give you a call when we're filming the show or when we're taping the show.
Exactly.
And you can come on the air and talk about
I'd like to get Asia Kate Dillon on the show.
And I think we're actually working on that. It's funny. You can laugh if you want, sitting in, Asia Kate Dillon, big star on Netflix or this and that. You guys barely got 5 listeners. You'd be surprised what some of these people do. And I think that would be good. We're in the process. You tweeted some girl and got an okay to use a picture.
Oh yes, that's right. Because
Sid
we've
Vicious
been
or something?
No, Liz Vicious.
Liz Vicious.
We've been so concerned on working out all this Seagal shit that we've kind of been slacking on the website and shit like that. Where. And the website's kind of up, but I don't want people to go to it yet because it's not really legit up.
But still, I think we should get something up so they can at least go there and see.
Yeah.
Maybe put, I don't know. We'll work on that.
It's going to be bmtalk02.com.
Okay. Well,
that's what it is.
We'll put something up just so there's something there for them to look at for now, and then
we might have to put some
it.
Liz Vicious up there.
Absolutely. And that's another possibility of somebody we could have on the show.
Oh yeah, Liz.
If you think about it, when you go to this summer, or it's more September, October, when they do that Scaricon convention up at the casino.
Oh right.
Okay, there's they're horror celebrities, but some of these celebrities, like B-list, C-list celebrities, they'll do stuff like this. Like, I'm pretty sure we could get a Jason Mewes on here to talk to quickly.
Oh, that would be awesome to get Jason Mewes on here.
Something I'd like to do,
Snoochie Boochie,
is like in October, the guy who does the voice of the Crypt Keeper.
Oh, have him do like a bumper or something?
Right, I'd like to get him on the show and talk about it,
Oh, yeah.
And guys like that, and I think anyway, because I have met Jason Mewes and I have met the Crypt Keeper voice guy at a convention, they seem like, yeah, they would do something like this. Why the hell not? What else they got going on? And
right.
It's a little bit more exposure.
It's promo for them.
Absolutely.
That's what it comes down to is you're in the media now, so it's like anything that, promotion, exposure.
Right. So, and that's why we ask you, the listener, to tell your friends and have them subscribe. And if you subscribe to the show, you don't get emails, you don't get bothered. Nobody. You just get an alert
going to get an alert
hey,
that says this.
There's a new show.
I hiccuped. This is up. There's this up, and you're going to get an alert every week for it when we put it up.
Right, and then you can read the synopsis, I guess, of the show and see.
Right.
Yes, I want to listen to that show, or no, I don't, or
nah, fuck them.
Whatever. But yeah, we're always looking for feedback, and there's many ways to do it. Fuck it, social media.
Social media is so easy now.
Right. So let us know what you think.
There's so many different ways to get a hold of us.
Let us know what you want.
Yes.
More importantly, we want to know what you think.
More importantly, if you're a female,
yes,
I would like to lick your ass.
Well, there you go.
There you go. So I'm just putting it out there.
If you want your asshole licked by a man in a wheelchair, contact BM Talk, and we will make your dreams come true.
I will make your dream come true. There you go.
Tongue in the balloon knot.
Yes, I like to massage the balloon knot with my tongue. You will have fun.
Absolutely.
As long as you're clean.
Oh, you don't want to...
No.
You don't want a dirty ass?
No, I don't like to
Will
get,
you clean it yourself?
Shit speckles on me? No. They got to clean it themselves.
So they have to come here sparkling clean.
They have to come here sparkling clean like
you're not
just got out of a shower.
Okay, so you're not going to get a baby wipe.
Not getting a baby wipe and doing it.
All right, well, I'm just asking.
But
there's some funky broads out there.
They got to be
Who knows?
Clean. They got to be clean, and then I can go to town on them.
Okay, that's the criteria, girls. You want your asshole licked by Bob? Clean those assholes. Get a hold of us. Come on down and get it licked, baby.
All right. There we go.
We're going to end on an asshole licking note?
Yes, I hope.
All right. Well, I think we pushed the...
we pushed the envelope tonight.
That and we've shoved in their face enough. Subscribe, share, and tell people, please. You are what's going to make us big, famous, and we will take you on the ride of your lives.
Yes, you will be right there with us.
Yes, it's please.
And if you want, I'll even film the asshole licking.
Well, let's not push it.
Okay.
But, I guess if you want... Who's going to film that?
I guess I'll have to set it up on a tripod.
Yeah, because I'm not filming it live. We'll work out the details of that later. But speaking of filming, yes, we got a camera. We're going to be doing that pretty soon to where we're going to be back to YouTube. So instead of just the audio, well, they flagged us for our audio. Hopefully they won't flag us for our video. But we're going to be setting up a camera probably next week. And when we air the show, you can also go to YouTube and view it, which if you want to stare at the two of us talking, that's up to you, but
you're listening to two guys that are too fat and lazy to go shoot up YouTube. It's BM Talk with Mark and Bob.
All right.
Absolutely. So, if you want to go to you, if you want to stare at us and look at us talking, we're going to make that happen for you.
We're definitely making that happen, I'll tell you.
Just remember... when you're watching, you're going to mix it to where they can hear the bits too. So
they're going to be hearing the bits.
When we're just
so
sitting there staring at each other,
we might have to make motions at the camera. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like fuck with them.
Okay, I think
that's what I'm thinking.
I got some ideas. Maybe we can wear some funny masks.
Yeah, we can write notes on a piece of paper and hold them up in front of the camera while the bits going.
Yes, I was just going to say that.
Just stupid shit.
We can have girls come in and you can lick their ass.
Right.
While the bit's playing, and we
While
have
the
nothing
bit's
to do.
playing, I can lick assholes.
All right, so
girls' assholes.
Absolutely, just girls' assholes.
Just girls, no men.
Now, what if it's a transgender asshole?
Nah, I don't think so.
Now, what if it's a non-binary asshole?
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, that could be either.
If they are good looking.
Well, that could be either.
Well, no, because if they're non-binary, they're going to identify. Well, I guess they're all not Asia Kate Dillon.
Yeah, explain it to me.
If they have.
I'm non-binary.
If they have,
I'm non-binary. Lick my asshole.
No, you have boobs, but you don't have a vagina.
But that doesn't make a woman, according to non-binary.
Well, according to my penis and what that will do to my penis. Yes, it has
What's
to
your
be.
penis got to do with licking, though?
Well, I'm not going to lick some hairy man asshole.
But that's what I'm asking you. What if it's a non-binary person?
No, if they have male genitalia, then no. If they have female genitalia, yes.
Do they consider that male and female?
Yes, I would believe that they would.
Or do they just consider it penis and vagina?
Well, if they have a penis, no. If they have a vagina, yes.
No, I'm saying non-binary. See, this is why we got to get somebody who's non-binary.
Yes,
on
I
here.
know. We got
Because I want
to
ask him,
talk about it
do
to
you
figure it out.
We're still like, if you listen, we're still not done with this friggin' non-binary.
No, we're
thing.
not. We're not. That's why it's good to have, shit that we talk about and shit. So this way there's shit that we go back to.
Right. Well, this has been a big subject, and I think we should get, if we can't get Asia Kate Dillon, we need to get somebody who's non-binary. We'll find somebody.
I know. Just to figure out.
Just to help us understand. Like I said, just ask
Yes.
the question. Or if I'm non-binary, do you consider that male and female, or is it just genitalia?
Yes. I fucking wish that Asia Kate Dillon would come on here.
Get on the tweets. Get on the whatever you got to do that works your magic.
I wish I could fucking make that happen.
If
I could fucking make that happen.
Play the MS card.
Oh yeah, I never thought about like
the
MS
handicap.
card.
Yeah. And
but it's like I'm not even trying to break their balls. Like it's
No,
like
I know,
you
but I'm
seriously want to know certain things about it.
Right, but they're going to look. They're going. You contact them with something like that. Either they're going to tell you contact their agent or their management.
Right,
and then their management is going to look in and be like, "No, you have fucking three
You have
listeners.
3 people that pay
You
attention.
have 3 listeners, and 2 of them are yous. So no, we're not going to do that. But would you tell them? Well, she comes on, and then she promotes. If Asia comes on. And Asia promotes that she's coming on here, and people listen. Then our numbers are going to go up. So her Asia's message is going to get out.
It all works hand in hand with people like that,
But I mean,
that's why I'm really shooting to have them on.
But again, that's her management, because that's how management and shit like them work. If you contact the person directly.
Well, that's why I'm thinking about hitting them up on Instagram and Twitter and just be diligent about it, because I already sent Asia a link to the iTunes one where we did talk about the non-binary.
Okay.
But they never hit me back.
No.
But I assume that they're busy as shit because they're doing this thing with billions. Whoa, bless you. He just blew a tissue almost out of the box when he did that.
I should probably pick it out and wipe my nose.
Yeah,
with it.
and if
So-
you want, we're going to be giving away a prize from this week.
We are.
There's going to be a tissue with a mark booger in it.
Yes, and a sneeze all over it.
Yes. So you could catch cold from Mark.
Woo!
But
So come down, get a diseased tissue from me, and your asshole licked by Bob.
Yes. Preferably, I don't know if it would be to the same person because I don't want Mark's tissue.
No, while you're
germs
licking
on
their ass, I'm going to give them my tissue.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right.
But yes, I wish we could get Asia Kate into BM Talk and talk to them about the whole non-binary thing and just get, just get somebody's...
In time, I'm sure we are, because like I said earlier in the show, like this is something we're doing seriously. This is not some bullshit thing we're just doing because we got nothing else on a Friday night.
Every week.
Like we have ambitions to hopefully develop this show into something more than just we're sitting in your mom's living room,
right?
Doing this stuff. Oh, I heard a door.
Oh, the door.
She's back from the casino, Since we're
She's
on the air,
back.
we have to ask:
We are.
Are we rich?
Oh,
Are
lost.
Are we poor?
We're even poorer than we were when we left.
Oh boy.
Well, you still have your hair, so that's good. They didn't scalp you too bad.
I didn't go to that casino.
Oh, that's right. You went to the other
I
one.
went to Vernon.
And nothing.
Machines are tight, and I went too early because the band doesn't start playing until 9 or 10. So no music, and people weren't really there yet. They were all coming in when I was leaving.
By my watch, it's still Friday the 13th.
It is.
Yeah.
So
I should have known better.
And, don't people think of 13 as lucky numbers, though?
Yeah.
Some do.
I know I do.
I've never had a bad Friday the 13th.
I don't care.
Except that one time that I died.
So did Seagal come and go?
Steven Seagal came and went.
Steven came and he left. His manager was here as well, and, you
Did he
know.
eat his bucket of chicken?
He like 7 buckets of
Yeah,
chips.
he had a bunch of buckets of chicken.
7 bags of chips. A truck full of Ben and Jerry's ice cream.
Right.
It was crazy.
Unreal.
Well, I think that'll do it then, I guess, for this week.
That'll definitely do it for this week, and I don't have our fucking song in the carts.
You don't?
No, I don't. Out of every little fucking detail that I went through to do things, I don't have our fucking song in the carts.
You know what?
What?
We're gonna edit it anyway, so
We're
it
gonna
doesn't
edit it
matter.
so people don't know,
So
but-
they're gonna hear the song afterward.
Yeah.
and then we'll have it in the cart, and they'll never know the difference.
Yeah, true.
So, you see, that's the magic that goes on here that you people don't know about. So,
Exactly.
we've let you in a little bit. We've pulled back the curtain on our magic show here.
Right.
And
My
how it
mom
goes
walked in
by just a little bit.
My mom walked in the house.
We're gonna let you in, but you got to subscribe and share and build it up.
There you go. You're getting it in.
Yes, I'm getting it in.
Nice.
Did you tell our audience, your audience, about my day in the 13th Circle of Hell
No,
Oh boy.
at the DMV?
no. Do we have time for that?
We always have time for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Right?
You got time for that?
Right.
Well, turn that mic around so she can tell us about the DMV.
This mic?
No, the big one standing up.
Yeah.
Is it on?
Talking that mic.
Okay.
Yeah, that's on.
Well, here's the story, guys. Walked into the DMV, line is wrapped around. Waited an hour. I get to the front of the line. Some lady who was sleeping on a bench, dressed with a kabushka on her head, and yellow socks with flip-flops, and a bag that was beaded with big letters that said Kenya across it.
Obviously, a black woman.
She cut in front of me, and then when I got to the head of the line, the lady at the desk puts a out to lunch sign. So I had to wait.
This should have been a sign.
It was, you know.
Not to go
just,
to any casino today.
I should have just stayed
Right.
home. Yep,
Or wait a few hours, like you said, when the band goes on.
yep.
Right.
But every refugee that lives in Utica and surrounding area was at the DMV with all their family and all their interpreters.
Let's see, that's why I'd avoid that.
It's a crazy place.
You should do as much as you can online when
And
it
not
comes
that
to
I
the
have anything
DMV.
against refugees. I'm the least
Yippee-ki-yay,
religious person in the world. But
Right.
wow, it was jamming.
It was overwhelming.
That was the place to be today, guys. All right, I'm done complaining.
Okay.
So funny. My mom, everybody.
That's
my
right.
mom.
I'll take a bow. You can't see me.
Nobody can see her take a bow, but she just took a
That's
bow.
even better. She
I
said
got
that she took
crap
a
on
bow.
deck that could choke a donkey.
So, there it is. Friday the 13th.
Friday
10th
the
episode.
13th. 10th episode.
I'm going to keep repeating each other.
It's so great.
Friday the 13th, 10th episode.
Friday the 13th. 10th episode.
Wrapping it up.
It's in the Twilight Zone.
It is done. On to the next, I guess.
We got it. On to next week. Episode 11. Stay tuned.
Yes, and please let us know what you think.
bmtalk02@gmail.com.
Happy Rusev Day.
Happy Steven Seagal B-Loaded birthday and Rusev Day.